comments from the media dated September 7, 20, and 21 are approved, while we defer action on the minutes of October 6 and 10.
Mr. Chairman,
Please,
I don't have a copy with me of the minutes of the September 20 and 21, Mr. Chairman, but earlier I was able to browse through the minutes and I have noticed certain important items that should have been included in the minutes.
the public, this legislative inquiry is a record of some sort. We started our hearings on September 20 and terminated the same after 4 hearings on different dates on October 10. This is less than a month, and actually we will now discuss today and hopefully approve a committee report that the committee had put together for discussion purposes, and to seek the consensus of this committee in approving the same, so that we can present this in plenary within a month from the time we started, even if the rules allow us to complete our work in a period of 60 days. So we hope to seek plenary approval of our committee report. Hopefully we can agree on it today, so that before we go on a break this week, we would have presented and get the nod of the House of Representatives of our output in this particular congressional inquiry. I would like to thank everyone, especially the members, because this is probably the most expeditious, swiftest, productive congressional inquiry ever. Completed in 4 hearings in 4 different days for a total of 47 hours, ranging from 10 to 14 hours per hearing. Comprehensively covering 22 witnesses and 10 resource persons and or agencies, including 2 non-government organizations, notably the Integrated Bar of the Philippines and even the VACC. Joined us in all of the hearings, and they submitted to the committee their inputs also on what legislative measures we can pursue as a result of this congressional inquiry. More importantly, 50, at least on the average, 50 interpellators, House members, took turns in interpellating witnesses and resource persons. And so I would like to thank all of you for bearing with us, even our the people who saw us being transparent and conduct our proceedings in an orderly fashion. I would like to thank all of you, and we don't want to keep you waiting, and this is the reason why we would like the committee report to be tackled soonest. Did not also participate in our hearings. I do respect their opinions, but I wish they will find it in their hearts to see this congressional inquiry as, again, one shining moment of the House of Representatives. No? So, having said that, I would like to perhaps request members only to, are we using the same room? We will be using the same room, so that we will expect only members and the secretariat. And for those House members who wish to participate but are not allowed under our rules, I think discretion is given to the chair to also accommodate them. Pare-pareho lang naman po tayong halal ng bayan, and I do not want to disallow you to participate because I know that if we allow everyone to participate, we will better get a consensus of the final output that we will submit to plenary, which we will vote upon anyway when we are about ready to do that. Meanwhile, after we have excused all those who cannot participate in this executive session, we will distribute copies of the first draft of the committee report for discussion purposes, and we will have to collect the same again
In relation to the manifestation of the minority leader, Mr. Chairman, I heard over the radio when I drove my son to school this morning that you made a statement that the prosecution of Senator De Lima will not be one of the recommendations of the committee. Do you confirm that, Mr. Chairman?
That is not our job. Prosecution is an executive function, not a congressional function. Investigation and enforcement are executive functions, not legislative functions. So that is not our role. Our role is to legislate, and that is what we will focus on in our committee report. But having said that, that is not to say that we will not have our own findings of what facts had been established in this committee. And anyway, you will all see that in the committee report, and you make your own judgments as to what will be the output of this committee that I have steered towards producing this committee report for the approval of all members of this committee and then eventually the plenary.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
from what I understand from your explanation, this committee cannot make recommendations to the Department of Justice, cannot make recommendations to the NBP. Is that the rule, Mr. Chairman?
I did not say that. I did not say that. I'm just saying that that is not our function.
But we can
Prosecution is not our function.
But we can recommend in our resolution, Mr. Chairman.
I guess it can be done, but as you very well know, charges have already been filed, so what is there to recommend?
No, not only, for example, we can recommend on the functions of the new
It is the decision of the.
That's why I'm on
it is the decision of the committee,
yes,
not mine.
But that's why I'm asking. We will not be able to suggest on the functions of the NBP, for example, that they should put up a net, something like that. Are we not allowed to? We will not be allowed to make recommendations in our resolution.
We are allowed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
At any rate, Mr. Chairman, those who will not vote for the approval of the committee report and those who did not sign the committee report has the liberty to file their own concurring or dissenting opinion, Mr. Chairman. So those who will not agree can file their dissenting opinion, and those who agree and has different recommendation can also file their concurring opinion, Mr. Chairman.
We will look into that if that is allowed. You know, we are not also a court of law. I do not know if this is allowed under the rules.
That is allowed, Your Honor.
At the proper time, we may have to rule on that.
Mr. Chairman, that is allowed under the rules. Under Section 16 of our Rules of Legislative Investigation, it says that those members who vote against the approval of the report and who do not sign the majority report may make concurring or dissenting opinions. And the same, the report can be filed with the Secretary General and be the subject of the order of business before the plenary, Mr. Chairman.
That is correct. That is Section 16, but not in this committee, but in the plenary through the Secretary General. So that is beyond the committee, and you have your time to do this in plenary when the matter is included in the order of business for purposes of deliberation and approval by the House in plenary. So, ayaw niyo pa bang makita yung report? Bakit ang dami niyong tanong?
Last item.
Hindi ba kayo na-excite sa report? Sige, Congressman Salo.
Yes, Mr. Chair. This is a different matter, Mr. Chair. I just note that this committee issued the warrant of arrest on Ronnie Dayan. So may I just inquire on what would be the status of that and what would be the action of the committee in as much as the committee is already terminating its investigation of this matter?
The warrant stays, The contempt stays because that is contempt of the House of Representatives, not only this committee. Please remember that